Hello, Namaskara ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. Welcome to Srinivas Filmmaking Workshop. So, it's a special edition which I'm doing on weekends. So, ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮಹೇಶ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು. ಇವತ್ತು I think a lot of people are waiting for Lokesh Kanagaraj, who is the director of Kaithi, Managaram, and also will be directing Master. Okay, ಇವತ್ತು ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. We'll be talking a lot about screenplay and how the idea is generated, ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ವಿತೌಟ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಟೈಮ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಲೋಕೇಶ್ ಕನಕರಾಜ್. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಬೀರ್ಬಲ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಬೀರ್ಬಲ್ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಮೆಝಾನ್ ಪ್ರೈಮಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಈ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಬೀರ್ಬಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಬೀರ್ಬಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ಏನೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಬೀರ್ಬಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಲೋಕೇಶ್ ಕನಕರಾಜ್. Sent an invite, so waiting for him to join. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ನೋಡಿದಿರಾ ಮಾನಗರಂ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೈದಿ? ನನ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಂಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ನೋಡಿದಿರಾ ಮಾನಗರಂ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೈದಿ, and lot of people are waiting for Master also. Okay, I've sent an invite for Lokesh, waiting for him to accept it. So once he accepts it, we'll start. I think. Hi.
Hi bro. Hi. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, and thank you so much for joining us and for this filmmaking workshop in your busy schedule.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me here. And you know, like it is not. I don't have any busy schedule right now.
We're all a big fan of your film Managaram and Kaithi.
Thank you. Glad. I'm very glad.
All right. Well, I was actually talking about both of the films, and in my last workshop, I was explaining about the different structures of screenplay. And while coming to Managaram and Kaithi, it's like a hyperlink structure where the film, the multiple timelines are being played in the film, and again, it happens in one day. So both are very special films. It has a unique screenplay structure. So let me start with Managaram and Kaithi itself. Let us start with that. Okay, in both your films, the actual plot takes place in one night. So can you explain us how this idea was developed into a screenplay for both Managaram and Kaithi? Challenges and how did you overcome? Is there a specific reason for this particular screenplay?
Not in fact. I mean, like not in particular, but initially when I started working on Managaram script, and most of the things that happen in that film happened to me either or to my friends. I mean, like once we reach to a new city and something like that. So I mean, like not everything, not the kidnap part and all, but the other plot I'm saying. So thought of like why not to make a film like in hyperlink format, and which we see very rarely in Tamil cinema. And I thought like narrating a film in parallel style, and was like something I'm like interested into it. So thought of writing in another way, and that's how Managaram started. And initially Managaram I had the end part. I mean the last 20 minutes I had in writing. I just made it for a a proper short film at that time. But when I started approaching producers with my short films and all, and once I got a producer and he was very interested to do a film with me, he asked for a film. I mean like a bone script. So I thought like why not make this into a feature? So what happens if 4 of guys comes new to a city, and they're going to start their career the next day morning, and that's how it started regarding Managaram. And once Managaram was done, I was into another script. I was working on another script for almost 7 or 8 months, and for some reasons that film didn't go on board. And I thought like I should have gained more experience before stepping into that film, because it is huge. The budget was huge for that film, so I thought of working for another. And again, that script became huge, and I thought I need to step again like to write something else. And then that's how I started writing Kaithi. And Kaithi initially I started like to finish the script, thinking in my mind like there should be a quick script, like a quickie, so that I can get back to my other scripts as well. So that's how I started writing Kaithi. And though I had like a lot of experience working on night in Managaram, I thought why not do the same, but this time inside a forest and like in a rural region. I mean, not in a city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that will be the transformation for both the films. So, yeah.
Actually, Managaram, I think, has a connect with Bangalore also. Was it a real experience for your friend who was there in Bangalore or something like that?
No, sorry, that was not audible, bro.
I think Managaram had a Bangalore connect somewhere.
Yeah.
Was your friend actually from Bangalore, or did the incident happen in Bangalore or something like that?
Yes, and it was like 2011 New Year, I believe. I exactly don't remember the date. Either it should be 11 or 12.
Okay.
Yeah, it was one New Year night, and 31st. I thought like we'll have a break and go to Bangalore and celebrate it. And at that time, we ended up getting the climax scene where Shri and Charlie sir get into the subway, right? So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay. So, what are the key points you think filmmakers should keep in mind while they write an engaging screenplay?
Um, that's what I don't have the exact key point like how it works. I'll just say what it worked for me.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I basically won't write in the beginning. I mean, like once I complete the entire script in my mind, I used to narrate it to many of the people and like technicians and friends of mine. And once everyone are excited while listening, while I mean like listening to my script, and um, and that will make me like okay, everyone are excited, so let's start writing, and that's how I write. So like exactly the reverse of I mean
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and while writing and saying then at that time that will be the time like I take help from my assistant directors and team. I mean like we'll sit with the discussion or we'll go somewhere else for like 10 or 12 days and complete the final script. At that time when we write something and if there is nothing that excites me or engages me in 4 or 5 pages,
Okay.
I won't write the next page. So I need something else that should happen in that 4 or 5 pages. 4 or 5 pages in the sense that exactly like 5 minutes on screen. No? So something that should happen in every 5 or 6 to I mean like 5 to 10 minutes. There should be something which excites the viewers, and that is the only thing I have in my mind when I write a script, and that's how. Yeah.
Oh, that's something really new. Okay, especially while writing thrillers, twists and turns and surprising elements are very important in a film. While I was doing my film called Birbal, so I also used to keep lot of twists and turns here and there to keep them engaging. So I have my own way of writing those surprising elements in a screenplay. So I think each and every filmmaker has their own way of bringing the surprising element. So what is exactly your way? Where exactly you have to? So how do you decide that? Where exactly you have to bring this surprising element here in a screenplay of film?
Yeah, and while you narrate a script, no, I mean like to your fellow filmmakers and stuff, and at that time you can see the reaction and get like the things out of it. And yeah, and if I narrate a story to, I mean narrate a script to my friend today, and
Uh huh.
the same script to my other friend the day after,
Okay.
I'll turn everything. I mean, like small scenes, because the farmer didn't get. I mean, like I couldn't see the excitement on his face. The previous
Correct.
narration, I'll change the scene accordingly. So that
Mm.
that's how I think. Like, okay, this is the way. Like, this is the time. This is the exact place where people are looking for some twisted turn. So don't do it here. Do it in
Okay.
another place where they will never think that will happen again. So that's how it works.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
all right. Okay. So, and when coming back to Kaithi,
Yeah.
Kaithi didn't have any heroine or songs or flashback scenes. Like generally they do have it in commercial films, and that's why Kaithi was very special. It was a very special film because it didn't have all these elements. So, what do you advise for aspiring filmmakers who want to do a film without songs, flashback scenes? How should they actually look at a script?
Exactly like you said that the script is the only thing like if it demands like whatever it demands it has to be done. And regarding Kaidi, when I started writing, I didn't write like I shouldn't have a heroine or a song in this film.
Okay.
So yeah, the thing is after the initial idea, when I started developing it, what I thought was there is no need for that in this film, in this particular film. Even in Managaram, there are some songs that are montages, but
Mhm.
here it doesn't need it. I mean, like it is a the film starts in a rush hour and it ends like in a polite way. So you hardly have 4 hours or 5 hours. I mean, like in the original situation for the
Okay.
film to end. So that was the
Okay.
reason I don't want. And the other thing is, I could have gone for a flash cut of the heroine thing, but
Correct.
the real reason was once I had Kaithi sir on board. He's a damn good actor and he's a very good performer. So I thought like let him bring it out on his expressions and acting. Like
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I wanted the people to guess who the heroine might be. So
Okay.
let them have a face, let them think about a face, and let him perform. And that's what like I had in my mind, and that was the sole reason for it. And even in fact, it had songs that was
Mhm.
used on other old films, and which were
Okay.
my close favorites. And all those songs that came on that film was. Initially, there'll be a fight like when Anbu gets into the commissioner office, and there'll be a fight with Anbu and the college students. And
Uh-huh.
when I was writing that scene,
Uh-huh.
that song was played out like randomly. That song that comes here, and
Yeah, actually, I saw Kaithi actually twice in theater.
okay,
Uh, and I still remember when there is a sequence where the villain is trying to have a conversation, and
yeah.
these guys want to and they play a song.
Yeah, exactly. And all those songs were like we heard like when we were writing only. So thought like why not use that same song because at that point it worked. We all had fun laughing like once the main villain enters and that was a song super hit song in Tamil film. I mean like I mean a old film, but that song is complete contrast to the situation. So
Correct.
uh,
Correct.
so we thought of using that
So,
and
bring this comic touch into an action thriller without making the scene comic.
yeah.
The audience will be on, but not the actions which is taking place is not comic. How do you do that?
Yeah, like I have my a friend named Philomenon. He's the editor of both the films and even for Master. And I usually have a discussion with him, like before going to shoot and all. I give the script to him, and he'll have a
Okay.
script edit. We usually do a script edit. Like he'll read the script and he'll say like he'll give us inputs to
Okay.
like end a scene and something like that for us. Uh, I mean like cut priority and all. He'll give us inputs. At that time, when he read the scene and I told him like this song is gonna come, and he asked me like I don't know like how people are gonna react because the song might make them smile and the fight might be intense and I don't know how people are gonna look at it. And he said and I told him like that is the exact thing I want. Uh, I don't want people to react the same way. So let them like have a confused reaction like what's going on screen. So that's how it came up.
Okay. All right. So, how did this idea of a prisoner saving policeman come into your mind, and what was the research you did before you started writing?
Yeah, the initial idea was like the thing is after Kaithi's release, I was busy with Master, so I didn't have a post Kaithi interview, and this is the first time
Okay.
I think yeah this is the interview. So I in my interviews before Kaithi's release, I mentioned saying that there was a newspaper cutting which inspired me to
Mm-hmm.
write something like Kaithi, and it was a funny incident. And me and my two assistants were having a lunch in our office, and the newspaper which we used to, use no before having a lunch, we had a news incident there. We
Okay.
read it. The news was like there was a police station in a rural city or somewhere like rural village, and
Mm-hmm.
that particular inspector, sub inspector's daughter is getting married, and he throw a party for that particular station, and
Okay.
everyone thought someone will be there in the police station, and everyone were there in a party. And at the time, everyone questioned who's there in police station. No one was there. At the time, there was four drunk college students in the police station, and what they did was they opened the cell, and they took all the walkie-talkie and all the cell phone, and they left. And that's what we read, and it was very funny, and
Okay.
that made us like that. I like okay, why not write something regarding this? And I initially after this thing hit me, like what if the entire city doesn't have a police for a night?
Mm-hmm.
And what if all the control is given to a prisoner?
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
this idea was initially, I mean, like the entire idea, the character's idea was inspired from the film called Gurumandi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it is a Kamal
Kamala.
Hassan first film. Yeah, in that film, the last 10 or 15 minutes climax scene, he'll be helping the police. And
Saving
why
you.
not make a same film like make that into entire film for 2.5 years? asked, so that's how it all happened.
Okay, that was a fantastic thought. All right.
Yeah, and you had that same question. I mean, like in your question, you even asked like what was the research we wanted on, and the research was like um, I spent a lot of time with all those people, I mean, like all those ex-prisoners
Okay.
who got released from like who stayed inside for more than 14 years and 22 years. I just don't want to mention the names, but I had like I met them regularly like for a week, like two three
Okay.
people, and just had like whatever happens inside and what was their mindset when they came out and all. And that really made it like okay. And one guy I met him was I felt like he was very interesting. Like, his character was very interesting. Like he was an atheist when he entered prison, and he was completely spiritual when he came out.
Oh,
And yeah, I took a bit and added on Karthikeya's character in this film, and yeah, that's how. Like, that were all the research.
yeah, that's a very interesting story. All right. Okay. Screenplay in Kaithi was so beautifully designed because apart from feeling, we also had this emotional one control. I personally really love that thing where Karthi opens a machine gun to shoot and he doesn't know how to operate it. And then he reads the manual and comes back and shoots. I think the goosebumps scene of the whole film. I really love that. Even I have written, there are, when in Birbal we wanted to bring a goosebump scene. We actually wrote something like that. Wherein a crowd of people who wear burqa enters and some people like around say 20 to 30 people in burqa enters to that
Yeah.
sequence, making it something like a goosebump scene. So, how do you decide and what the character should know and what the character should how do you develop
Uh,
that character of each character?
yeah, like mostly, I mean, like the scripts I've worked with, like so far, like including Master and the other two scripts which I wrote, and all those films were character driven only. So, so if the entire film is gonna driven by its character, I just
Okay.
need to find his arc first. I mean, like
Okay.
how the bracket opens and how it's gonna end. I mean, like how I'm gonna close the bracket, and that's how the entire detailing is gonna work about the character. And regarding this gun idea, and it is a funny incident actually, by the way. And here in our place, we celebrate a festival named Ayudha Puja, and before
Okay.
2 3 years, we had a meme like from the scene Commando, I think Arnold will be
Okay.
having that big sized bazooka on his shoulder,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
people have made like funny comments saying that Vibhuti and all were drawn on his
Yeah.
face
And
and
then, yeah.
on his gun as like he's some spiritual kind of thing. And
Essential.
yeah, and that was the idea behind it. I need someone to hold a big M134 with Vibhuti, Padra, Lungi, and all those things. And
Yeah,
at the
I have
time,
seen that film. Yeah, I've seen
yeah,
that film.
yeah, and that was the key idea behind this. And while we were discussing, one of my AD asked me like, "How come na using a revolver for a common guy is going to be very tough? Like,
Correct.
how will be a minigun, and it is nowhere easy for him, no?" So I told him like, if I was there, I would use the help of a manual. We don't even know that a bazooka, I mean, like a minigun will have its own manual and all that. But okay,
Uh-huh.
why not keep a manual and let him read and let him shoot it. That's it.
Okay, I think that was a great scene actually.
Yeah,
So
thank you, thank you.
I love the character of his villain also. I think what is his name? The Das Arjun Das.
Yeah, Arjun, yeah.
I think a lot of people loved his the way he performed, he carried throughout the film. So how do you
Yeah,
write those characters? And even the police, the constable who will be the alone, the lonely police character who will be there at the station, comes to join and
yeah.
he's the one who will be saving. How do you write all those characters? How do you
But
build
the
all
thing
such
is,
characters?
yeah, the thing is, initially when you start penning a character, and
Mhm.
if you actually get the casting right, you'll end up writing well. That's what I believe. And
Correct.
initially, Mariam Zad sir was the first and last option we had, and for
Oh,
that
okay.
constable character. So I've seen him in a lot of the films, and he plays he almost plays all the I mean like all the roles he have played was comedy only.
Correct.
But I
Correct.
somehow thought like in one film, that film's name is Kida in Karnai Manu, he did superbly. I mean, like he looks innocent. At the same time, he has lot. I mean, like his caliber is huge when it comes to acting, and that's how I thought. Like, if I write something for in a film, I'll write something for this guy, and that's how I thought him. And so let's do it. And the Napoleon name for him in this particular film was regarding the height.
Oh, okay.
Initially in this, there was another climax. The alternate climax was like both Dilly and Napoleon will meet each other, and Dilly will think like he'll literally see Napoleon standing there, and he'll go other way, thinking like Napoleon is high. I mean, like Napoleon's height is huge, and this guy is very small, so he might not be the Napoleon, and he'll say it in a funnier way, saying that I thought Napoleon will be height, and I thought that's why you're not Napoleon. And he'll say, actually, Napoleon is very small.
Okay.
So that was the initial idea for keeping his name as Napoleon and all. But I had an alternate climax written for, I mean, like in the last draft. So I just deleted that scene in script.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, the cinematographer of the film Kaithi, Satya, who is actually also a good friend of mine, has done, I think, a fabulous job. Do you think cinematographer plays a major role in films like Kaithi? And how should one decide considering a cinematographer for the film? Like, what should the director looking a cinematographer for the films?
Yeah, simple. Just convey your vision clearly to the cinematographer, then everything will be on place. And when it comes to
also depends choosing the cinematographer.
Yes, and when it comes to
I have
Satya,
had three cinematographers for my 3 films. So I have changed, like, I have had 3 cinematographers for 3 films. Like, for a rom-com, I have a separate cinematographer. For thrillers, I have a separate cinematographer. Because maybe I use this trends while, because few cinematographers might be good in portraying thriller films or crime thriller films or suspense films. And few cinematographers are have a good strength in showing a love story very beautifully.
yes.
So how do you do?
I would say like Satya is another hero for the film Kaithi because he exactly got the vision what I want.
Okay.
And once that is done, the rest is very clear. I mean, like, and we have a very good sync when it comes to films because before Kaithi, after Managaram, I had like 2 years of gap spent in 3 scripts. I just did write and stuff, nothing else. At the time, we spent a lot of time. I mean, like me and Satya. Even at the places where I go to write, I'll take him, and even when we are going to Recce and all, we'll speak a lot about films and reference videos and stuff, and regarding the tones and colors and stuff, and so that we were like pretty much clear about it, and everything is done in the pre-production stuff. No, I mean each and every color, who's gonna wear this, who's gonna be this, and the color palette is gonna look like this. So that was like kind of easy for us when it comes to Kaithi. And in Master, like you said, like for each genre you need a different cinematography, but we had that sync right, so that I thought Master will be like huge if Satya does the film, and he has done a fantastic job, I will say. Yeah, my previous 2 films was completely shot in night, and that thing will be like a little bit relief in this film, Master. Yeah.
No, and I was there in Shimoga. I heard that we shot a few parts of Master in Shimoga in Karnataka. I was there in Shimoga for a shoot, and I just came to know that Mel had left before I came because I was like late by like 2 days, and after when I came to Shimoga, actually Satya told me that you guys had left from Shimoga.
I remember Satya. Some other friends came to sit that I remember. Yeah, and we spent like 27 days schedule in Shimoga.
Okay, all right. Like for most of the filmmakers, after they shoot the film, when they click on the edit, they feel, I could have shot it in a better way. Sometimes it happens. And sometimes they feel, this is like a perfect scene. Whatever I remember, I've got it. But when you feel that the scene is actually not working, how do you cope up with that? Will you reshoot it or you put on with your edit?
The reshoot and all, like the reshoot is everyone doesn't have that privilege, first of all.
Privilege.
And when it comes to my first film, the thing is our scenario is quite different because initially when we started our debut film, no, all those technicians who worked in this film was on their debut. Other than the actors, every technician was a debut in that film, and
Okay.
we all were doing a short films all together. So we all
Okay.
started our debut in the same film. So a scene doesn't work like we know it on the sets, not in the
Okay.
edit table, because everyone has to give their best, no. So and at the time we don't have that privilege of spot editing at that time for my first film. So what we do is we edit it on the same night, and I'll ask my editor to check whether it works or not, and
Works.
yeah, I'll check it the next day morning. So that's how we worked
Okay.
on Mangalam. And regarding Kaithi, I had that spot edit. So
Mhm.
all those big episodes, so we'll edit it at that time itself. So
And
before even shifting from that particular location, I'll see that entire scene, and if there is something needed or record, I'll shoot it, staying back, and then I leave. So that's how it worked. And even for master, we had a spot edit. So nothing is
okay.
considered on the editable. So but still, you have that feeling you could have done it more better than that. We can never avoid, and it is inevitable for all the filmmakers. Like they could have done better. That is one word.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
I actually casted one particular character after watching Managaram from your
Yeah.
film to my film.
Yeah.
The guy who called Madhusudan Rao, who
Yeah.
played this, yeah. Yeah, I actually casted him after watching Managaram in my film.
Okay. Fine.
I
Glad.
casted him
I'll tell him he's a good friend of mine.
yeah. Okay. Okay, while shooting films, we learn a lot. While though we have learned from making short films or film schools or whatever it is, while shooting film also we learn a lot of things. You might have imagined a way and you would have got something better when you're shooting. So what is that one filmmaking experience you have learned while making a film?
Experience in the sense like you got to unlearn something as well. I mean, like
Correct.
yeah, you might have worked on a particular way, and you might come to know that it is completely wrong,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you should change. So, and that happened to me. Like, but one in particular way, like um, you want me to know like the experience, good experience or bad experience?
So one experience, good experience which you have learned while shooting a film.
Yeah, I would say like the practical difficulty. I would say in my first film, I would say because um, that is the difference between. That is the only difference I find like was tough for
Okay.
someone like me who directly goes and directs the films after doing short films, other than
Ah.
working with us with other directors. The major
Mhm.
issue, what we feel is like the practical difficulty. Initially, when writing something in like, okay, this guy gets into the bus and he puts a bottle of acid, like an acid bottle in his pant, and he breaks it, and that's how he escapes in the crowd. And it is very easy to write. But when you go to the shoot spot, and that too, when you have a small budget film, and that in
Yeah.
Chennai, you get a bus in a crowded place, and whatever you wrote, if you have to shoot, then you come to know like practical difficulty
Okay.
is something that you have to look in for. And after that, I started doing it in all the recce places and all those action episodes and all. I'll
Mhm.
while doing recce itself, we just think about the practical difficulties. Even for
Mhm.
Kaithi and Master and all, we went there. I mean, like even before doing the short division, we were there on spot with all the technicians, and we just thought like, is this gonna happen or we gonna experience something difficult? And that's what I like. If it comes to
Okay.
experience, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You have worked with newcomers as well as you're working with superstars. Which is more difficult? Both, both in execution and also while writing the film.
Um, I wouldn't call it as difficult. I wouldn't say it as
Mhm.
difficult, like because it was different kind of experience. I would say when it comes to Managaram, she and uh, um, Sandeep was playing the lead, and both were my good friends. And we never
Okay.
called Sar and all. We called Machi and stuff in sets. So that was
Okay.
very different experience on my first film.
Okay.
And second film, Kartizar, and Kartizar set like it was. I mean, like a complete transfer from the first film and the second film. And
Correct.
with that experience, when I entered into Master, into it was another experience. And when you work with a superstar like Vijay sir, and um, will be like even more conscious on things,
Mhm.
and that's the only difference I
Okay.
feel like. You'll feel very responsible on every frame. You'll feel very conscious on whatever word you write. because the
Okay.
audience is huge, the mass is like huge, so you have to
Correct.
be even more
Correct.
responsible, and that is the only difference I feel. But I wouldn't call it was difficult. Everyone was same. I mean, like uh, the same working experience. I mean, like the same. What do you call um, the rapport between what myself and Srini and Sandeep had was
Mhm.
even more higher when I was working with Kaithi sir, and it was even
Okay.
more high when I was working with Vijay sir. And in fact, Vijay sir, now like initially when I completed my first schedule and we left to Delhi, I started calling him Anna.
Okay.
Yeah, I never called him sir after that, and that's how the rapport we share. Like so, nothing
Okay.
was difficult. Everything was like, an experience.
Okay. 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 Each every filmmaker, all filmmaker has his own way of planning and execution. Every filmmaker has his own way of planning, execution. Few do storyboards and few don't do storyboards, and few plan shots, few don't plan shots.
Yeah.
So, how do you do it from pre-production to post-production? What is your way of planning and execution?
Yeah, once after the script is given to the main technicians, like cinematographer, art director, stuntman, and stunt directors, and editor, music director, everyone, we'll have a discussion. I mean, like everyone will be included in this in that discussion. I mean,
Okay.
I'm doing it as a practice, and at that stage, um everyone will know which is the high point of the film,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to be unique, and this is something which we never heard, something like that in similar ways. So
Okay.
that particular episode will be very. I mean, like we'll start working on from that moment. Yeah, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like each and every one. Say, for example, in Kaithi, for instance, a gun has a major role, and
Mm-hmm.
immediately Sam told me like, I'll start uh, producing music for it. You can
Okay.
get it while you go for shoot. And
Okay.
art director Satishana was at that moment he started searching for guns and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
how to create that motor, how to do it look very realistic and all those stuff. And Satya will be like, which episode is very unique and which is going to stand out. We'll make short divisions for that particular scene only. And
Mm.
staging and all will happen only on the sets, not in the pre-production. I'll never include staging in pre-production stage because um, if you think something on the left side of the road, you'll get only the right side of the road on the particular day,
Correct.
and your staging won't work. So staging,
Correct.
I'll never do it on like in pre-production. We'll do it directly on
Okay.
on the spot. And major thing is yes, we do short division only for the toughest, difficult portion what we feel, and all those
Mm-hmm.
easy portions we'll do short division. And
Mm-hmm.
other than that, we'll go stage there because everyone are friends who works with me, all the
Correct.
technicians. So
Okay.
it is fun when we do it there. I mean, like it excites us, like to see something
Yeah.
happens over there.
Okay, and coming to a very main question, like a lot of people here are thinking about your next film master. I think even I'm also very curious about it. And we have heard the music, it has become viral, and there's huge expectation for the film because it has Vijay sir and Vijay Sethupathi sir both. So while coming back to Master, what is this Master all about?
Yeah. Like the I think the viewers who are all watching it live are waiting only for this particular question. Yeah,
I know.
Master will be an action entertainer,
Okay.
and yeah, uh, as you told, it has Vijay sir and Vijay Sethupathi, so the action will be a highlight portion to watch out for. And that's all I can say for now because we are all going through a scenario like and we all don't even know like when are the theaters are going to open and when are we going
Yeah.
to have our normal life and stuff. So and that was the major reason. Like I turned all my notifications off just because every day it is like a mantra. Like the only word that keeps on my mind is update, 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 and
Update,
update.
update, update.
And and I want to say like we are also eagerly waiting for Masters release, and but the scenario is really very tough now, and the only concern what we should
Correct.
have right now is to stay safe and like
So,
stay at home
you,
alone. Yeah, and
do you think
regarding
this
Master, one, yeah,
sorry to interrupt you. Do
yeah,
you
yeah.
think this lockdown will have any impact on the release of the film, or how do you guys are planning to overcome the situation of lockdown?
Like if it is for one particular region or state, then we'll
Mhm.
have to think about different
Correct.
options. And
Correct.
it is for globe. I mean, like it is for planet Earth. So we
Correct.
are all on the same page. We still have we still speak. I mean, uh, we'll speak. I mean, like we all technicians speak, and I speak with my producer and with
Okay.
within. I mean, like all those people associated with it. But all
Mhm.
we have on our mind is like, let's wait calm till this quarantine period ends, and once the
Mhm.
ban is lifted, and then we'll probably think like how the theaters and all like are gonna open, and then we'll start our promotions with. We already did our audio launch, and what we have left is like promotions and the release, and nothing else. Like so, we hardly have one and a half, I mean, like 20, 30 days of post production work to be completed,
Okay.
and
Okay.
other than that, the film will be like it is going to be a treat whenever it gets released, and that's for sure. And
Okay.
regarding the Masters trailer update, and that keeps on my mind, if a trailer has to come out, it should know its date. I mean, like release date, and that's how we end the trailer. And like so many complications are there, so that is the reason we are waiting to do it.
Okay. Okay, guys. So now we have got your trailer update and update about Masters. Okay. Fine. Right. When it comes to experiments,
Yeah.
some films receive a lot of experimental films wholeheartedly. And that's one reason why a lot of experimental films have worked in Tamil Nadu compared to other states. So do you think that exposure level from dubbed films have played a major role on Tamil audience?
I would say like the the audience. I mean, like the way they watch the films has took a major change. I think, like the
Okay.
routine commercial films are like people are like, okay, we have seen enough. That's the mindset of people. So, and that is the major reason I think they are looking for new experiment kind of films, and that's the only reason I think. And as a fan, as an audience, on myself, and that is how we look at film, right? Even if like 10 or 15 trailer comes out, we stick on to one just because it has something unique, and that's how
Correct.
people are showing their respect towards cinema and like experiment things. And yeah, that is the major reason people like they their viewing experience took a drastic change, and that is the reason they're taking experiment films. I believe, yeah,
Okay. Okay. When it comes to marketing of a film,
yeah.
it is very difficult to market a film without songs or a big star.
Um,
So,
yes,
filmmakers market their films when they're doing a film without songs or a big star, when they have new films. How should they market the film?
yeah, and I think things are changing now, and
Mm-hmm.
there are films like even on sets of Kaithi and all. Myself and Karthi sir will be speaking a lot of films about Kamal sir's film. Like
Okay.
before 20 years, 25 years, and he has produced Karme Ganyam Kattupadu without
Mm-hmm.
songs, and he
Okay.
has done films like Kurdi Punal without songs, and
Mm-hmm.
we will we keep on repeating the same. Like if Kurdi Punal was released today, it would have been a huge hit, and that is the
Okay.
reason. That was a gut feeling. Like myself and my producers and my um, stars like Karthi sir, we all had that gut feeling. Like why not do a film on with that guts? I mean, like without any
Okay.
heroine, without any stuff. Let's do a film which is so engaging and entertaining, so that like people will definitely love for it, show their love for it, and that's how it worked. And I think that has opened a small level of market. Like now, people will come uh, for to do films without songs and heroine. I mean, like, it is not necessary. It is not something like shouldn't have songs or stuff. It is
Okay.
if the film demands or script demands, then it is fine. Yeah.
Correct.
So
Okay. So for all aspiring filmmakers out there who are watching our filmmaking workshop, what
okay.
is your advice? Where should they start, and how should they start, and how should they do it?
uh, First, not to take advice from any of others. I mean, see, I would say like follow your guts only. Like you'll
Okay.
always have your technicians like to support you, and
Mhm.
if you're confident on your writing and stuff, then anyway people are gonna believe you, and that's how a good quality film is made. So, I think you should have that gut feel, like when you when you have a feeling while you're writing, right? That same feeling you should take it forward till the film's released,
Correct.
and that is the only goal I think to when it comes to experiment films or your unique way of uh, if you have a unique way of making film, and you shouldn't lose that gut until till the release. So yeah, that should be. It worked for me, believe me. That's
Okay, actually, even I started from short films
okay.
and entered feature films.
Okay.
So there's a lot of learning and unlearning while doing from theoretical to practical.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Even when you start shooting it, actually, a lot of
Yeah.
last words about Master and the
Okay.
next project with Rajni.
Sorry. Last word with
Last words about Master and your next project with Rajnikant. I think it's a dream come true for all directors working for Rajnikant. We have grown
Yeah.
watching.
And no, I mean like at this point of time, I can't reveal anything about my next film. So, and regarding Master, um, to all the fans and to the audience who are waiting for Master's release, I would say like uh, we are all equally excited to see the film's release, and whenever the film gets released, uh, I mean like it will be a celebration, and that film will be the film itself will be a celebration, and so let's not lose our um, hope regarding this present scenario. Let's all sit and wait quietly for some more time, and then let's celebrate Master in theaters, and that's what I would like to say.
Thank you so much, Lokesh, for
Thank you,
taking
thanks, Birbal.
and
Thanks, Birbal.
joining.
Thank you so much for having me here. And I mean, Insta is new to me, live is new to me. So
Yeah, I
thank you for
know.
guiding me
You
through.
actually opened your account only for this.
Yeah,
Thank
this is
you
the
so
main
much.
reason. Yeah, it's a kind of relief to see a lot of people interacting with a lot of
Lot
people.
of people, yeah, yeah. And good luck for all your future projects, especially Master. Even I'm waiting for Master.
Thank you.
So I'm eagerly waiting for Master.
Thank
So
you.
thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks, Srini. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Be safe. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Okay. So that was Lokesh Kanagaraj for us. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಬೀರ್ಬಲ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ಬೀರ್ಬಲ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾನ ನೀವು ಅಮೆಝಾನ್ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಬೀರ್ಬಲ್ 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 ಅಂತ. ಬೀರ್ಬಲ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಅಮೆಝಾನ್ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ಬೀರ್ಬಲ್ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ನ ಸೊ ಅಮೆಝಾನ್ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಓಕೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕನ್ನಡ, Birbal film is on Amazon Prime, so who have not watched it can watch Birbal film on Amazon Prime, and you can send in your suggestions or your update on Birbal and how you like the film or your thought about Birbal. It's on Amazon Prime. So thank you so much. ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ. ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಲರ್ನ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲೋಕೇಶ್ ಕನಗರಾಜ್. And good luck to everyone. ಒಳ್ಳೆದಾಗ್ಲಿ. Stay home, stay safe. So we'll meet again. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.